try and do that really carefully. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more. 10. Good. Perfect. Good guys. Good guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's some really nice ones in this container. See? Am I even filming? Yes, I am. Good. You are a pretty fish. Can you see him? He's gorgeous, yeah? It's not that hard to catch these guys, you know. You can just move the sand over, but they are fast. So once they figure out they're in the net, they try to get out. But getting them into the net is not too hard, as long as they're on the sand. That's one of the reasons I like sand. So this was what I caught so far. I don't know if you guys can count. Count and let me know how many are there. I counted about 27 or 28.
Produced by Mali.
I'm about to drain this tank down and harvest all the L340 Mega Clown Plecos that are in this tank. There's about 30. They're underneath the filter and stuff. They're all over the decorations. They're everywhere. You just can't see them right now because they're hiding. You might see some movement under the filter there. It's a quite big bunch, so we'll see if you can catch all of them at the same time. The main purpose of this is to get those fish available for sale. These are the select ones that have the higher white coverage. They are really nice. I'll get some nice pictures for you guys. I'll put them in some containers and make sure that I get some good quality pictures for you guys to see them. And also the next purpose of this is to get these Corydoras species C123 yellow cats to spawn. They are spawning. They have been spawning for the last few weeks now. I've actually noticed every time I put new water in, and even right now they were spawning. I got some footage earlier trying to record this, and so I'm guessing that as soon as I remove the other fish, I can get a really big spawn out of these guys. And if I'm right on the money, and that's one of the reasons why they call me Money Malik, they are depositing their eggs under the sand, and I think I'm right on the money on that one. So let's see how right I am on the money on this, and see right there in the corner that they're spawning right now. So we're gonna do a large volume water change in here, probably about 80%, and fill it back with aged tank water from another tank that has low nitrates. Right now the nitrates in here is a little too high, which is how I condition these guys over the winter. I have a lot of different Corydoras species conditioning throughout the fish room. We will be looking at those throughout these coming weeks and months. We are going to be spawning a lot of these, and I haven't spawned any of these particular ones yet, so it's my first time. I'm also learning, so you guys get to learn with me, and we are going to go along this journey. So without further ado, let's drain this tank down and catch all the excess fish and see what we have. Here comes the fun part. This is actually quite enjoyable because you can kind of scoop all of them up in one go if you really try to be gentle with this process. Here we go. Oh wow, here we go. Come on, get up. Everybody up. There it is. That's one scoop. Try to zoom out. It's a good amount, right? Alright, let's put these guys somewhere safe. Got a second container, but I'm gonna catch out the tetras first. There's 2 rogue tetras in here. I have tetras everywhere. These guys were breeding in my tanks, so I have them in like about 5 or 6 tanks at least, just randomly. And then I have 3 large colonies, like 1 adult colony and 2 juvie colonies. Alright, come on bud, stop giving me a hard time. Am I even filming? Yes, I am. Good. You are a pretty fish. Can you see him? He's gorgeous, yeah? So I just set up these 3 cyst breeder boxes, and I'm gonna move the fish into here, and I'm not gonna sort them. I'm just gonna put them in to these 3 containers right now, 10 each probably. There's close to 30 so far that I caught. There's probably gonna be a bit more than 30, I would say. There's probably a few left in there. The water's quite cloudy, so we're gonna move to this area and look at these tanks and containers and move the fish in right now. So let's do that. You guys want to see the fish first? Alright, let's look at the fish. So this was what I caught so far. I don't know if you guys can count. Count and let me know how many are there. I counted about 27 or 28. I can't actually remember because I counted a while back. And I think there's 18 in there. And there's like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 10 in here, I think. But yeah, count and let me know how many are there. You can just pause the screen and make a count and comment below. I'm gonna put them into containers. This is one of the really nice ones. I have a few of these, so if anybody's interested, send me a private message. I can sell some of these. I am gonna keep most of these. I mean, they're not gonna be $50 for this particular fish. Definitely gonna want more, but his siblings are equally spectacular. We'll see those fish just now, but I just want to get this guy on film. Here's one of the last ones I caught. There's probably a few more in there, but the water is quite cloudy, so it's quite difficult. So these guys are now being moved to this setup over here. So let's see them. So there's one already in there. So we'll take the 1 container here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 in this one, so we'll just put them into the first cyst breeder container. These guys are quite large. They're over 1.5 inches for the large ones. Some of the large ones are 1.75 inches, so that's about 4 centimeters for all my European viewers. So this guy here would be about 3.5 to 4 centimeters. There's even larger ones. This guy is about 2.5 centimeters. So those are going to be your females. There's some nice fish in here. So there's 10 fish in there. I want to separate this container, which has, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So I want to put 10 in here and 9 or 8 in here, so I have a decent split. Let's try and do that really carefully. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, 10. Good. Perfect. Good guys. Good guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's some really nice ones in this container. Alright, now I'm going to lift the containers up one level because I feel like they could do a little jumping action in here. Let's see how high we can get this. There we go. Highest level. And this one too. Should have thought about the water volume going up beforehand and place these a little higher, but that's okay. We just move them. On a personal note, I want to add this suction cup design is good. Sis does have good suction cups, but I personally like this guy here, the hanging hook. You guys can see it if you can see it. This thing right here, I like that better. I just want to add that there. And so yeah, these are the fish. Let's take some close-ups. Oh, they're trying to jump out. Alright guys, that's not gonna happen in this house. Well, not jump out, but jump out of the breeding box. Okay. Close them up. Done. So let's get some close-ups. Wowzers. Wowzers, that's some pretty fish. So the final tally is 29 so far. There's 9 in this box, there's 10 in this box, and there's 10 in the other box. And the fish are quite exceptional. They are very beautiful fish. A lot of white coverage, and so they are going to be very, very nice once they are adults as well. I'm expecting some good looking fish to come out of these for other people. So if you are interested, send me a private message. I haven't figured out pricing, but it will be something reasonable for the quality of the fish. These are Hypancistrus species L340 Mega Clown Plecos. The parents are wild caught. I do have the parents. I have an entire care and maintenance video that I can put the link to up here, so you guys can check that out if you are interested in getting these fish or already have these fish, or plan to buy them in the future from myself or somebody else. You can figure out how to take care of them yourself before you end up purchasing fish. So highly recommend checking that video as well. There's not much more I can add to this video aside from saying that if you are going to be working with Plecos, always be careful to make sure there's no Plecos hanging and stuff off of these containers or anything else. You pull out a filter from the tank, there's usually 10, 12 of these guys hanging out the filter. You saw that. So that type of stuff always can happen, and nets and stuff, they could be in nets. So you have to always check all your equipment after you're done working so that there's no fish hanging off anything. And I'm pretty sure 1 or 2 got transferred over to other tanks, so that's a possibility too when I'm moving a filter or something. I'm checking really rigorously, and I'm being very thorough, but at the same time, there could be fish that's hanging in some nook or cranny that you're not feeling or seeing somehow, and it gets transferred over. So always keep things in water to make sure that the fish are not being killed by some accident by keeping them out of water because you moved a cave or something and the fish are inside, or a piece of wood or something, because they're always inside wood. Like, it's when you're keeping Plecos, that's something to really get ready for. So I'm just gonna add that there. And aside from that, we are going to be breeding the C123 yellow cats. So stay tuned for that update. It's coming up shortly. And as always, thank you so much for your love and support. I'll see you on the next video. God bless you all. I'm not going to stress them right now, but you get the idea. These guys are not your regular L340s, okay? These are some spectacular blood. I got some nice fish right here. Like some really nice fish. If you want these, send me a message. I got you guys. Only for people in Ontario, and some people in Canada too, if you're willing to pay for the shipping. But that's it. I'm not shipping anywhere else outside of Canada. Right now, these fish are for Canadians. So yeah, if you're a Canadian, consider yourself lucky, because I'm not charging $600 for one of these either.
Produced by Malik.